Welcome back to the epicenter of productivity, hacks and motivational insights here at ADHD Focus and Motivation. Today, we're not just scraping the surface, we're diving into the depths of effective study techniques, especially curated for the ADHD mind. Picture this. Studying doesn't have to be a drag, a bore, or a monumental task hanging over your head. With the right strategies, tailored to how our unique brains operate, you could enhance your studying efficacy tenfold. If you're grappling with textbooks that don't seem to stick, concepts that wander off, or just looking to polish your skill set, gear up for a transformative ride. Our journey today could redefine your learning process. Let's get started. To tailor our study methods effectively, let's first zoom in on the ADHD brain. Imagine your attention as a spotlight. For many, this spotlight can be steady, illuminating one subject at a time. However, for those of us with ADHD, this spotlight is more like a firefly, fluttering from thought to thought, idea to idea, in a captivating yet unpredictable dance. This isn't a flaw, it's a different way of interacting with the world, marked by bursts of creativity, problem-solving out of the box, and unparalleled enthusiasm. Yet, traditional study settings often don't cater to this dynamic. They demand prolonged focus on often static material, leading to frustration and demotivation. But what if we could bend the rules? What if we could create a study method that morphs with our mental rhythm, keeping the firefly's flight both exhilarating and on track? That's our mission today. Imagine stepping into a study space that instantly makes your brain sigh in relief, ready to embrace knowledge. Creating such an environment starts with understanding that our surroundings significantly impact our focus and productivity. For the ADHD brain, a monotonous, cluttered, or overly tranquil environment might spell disaster. So, how do we counteract this? First, think color and light. Research suggests that certain colors can energize the mind, boost mood, and improve concentration. Consider incorporating blues and greens for a calming effect, or yellows and oranges for an energy boost. Lighting plays a crucial role too. Natural light is ideal, mimicking the sun's rhythm, helping maintain our circadian rhythm, and keeping us alert yet not overwhelmed. Then, there's the layout. A cluttered desk can mirror a cluttered mind. Opt for a minimalist setup with just what you need for your study session at hand. However, minimalist doesn't have to mean barren. Personalize your space with items that inspire you, be it a motivational poster, a plant offering a touch of nature, or a photo of a place or person that drives you. Now, for the sensory aspect. Some of us need absolute silence, while others thrive on auditory stimuli. If you fall into the latter category, consider ambient sounds, rain, coffee shop bustle, or white noise to drown out distracting background noise. Alternatively, low-tempo music without lyrics can provide a rhythmic backdrop for your study sessions without pulling your focus away. Lastly, comfort is key. An ergonomic chair that supports your posture, a desk at the right height, and even the option to stand can make marathon sessions more bearable. Remember, the goal is to create a space where your ADHD brain doesn't just have to endure, but can actually thrive. Time management can often feel like an uphill battle for those of us with ADHD. The traditional structures and methods don't always mesh with the way our brains buzz with ideas and energy. Enter the Pomodoro technique, a time management method developed in the late 1980s, which has gained popularity for its simplicity and effectiveness. At its core, the Pomodoro technique involves breaking work into short timed intervals, traditionally 25 minutes in length, separated by short breaks. This method leverages the idea that timed bursts of focused work can enhance productivity while preventing burnout. However, the magic for ADHD brains lies not in following this technique to the letter, but in customizing it to our unique rhythms. First, let's address the traditional 25-minute work period. For some of us, sustaining focus for 25 minutes might be a stretch, while for others, it's perfectly manageable. The key is experimentation. Start by gauging your natural attention span. How long can you work on a task before your mind starts to wander? Is it 10 minutes? 15? 20? Use this as a baseline to set your initial work intervals. Next, consider the breaks. Traditional Pomodoro prescribes a 5-minute break, but this might not be enough for an ADHD brain to truly reset. You might find a 10-minute break more rejuvenating, especially if it involves physical activity. Movement, be it a quick walk, some stretching, or even a few jumping jacks, can be incredibly effective in resetting your focus. It engages different parts of your brain and body, providing a necessary contrast to the mental exertion of studying. Now, Let's talk about what to do during these breaks. The temptation to check social media or dive into another distraction is real, but it's crucial to choose activities that won't hijack your focus. This is where you can get creative. Have a box of break activities ready: a puzzle, a coloring book, a Rubik's Cube, or anything that can be engaging yet easy to put down when it's time to resume work. An important aspect of reimagining the Pomodoro technique for ADHD is flexibility. Some days you might find that you're able to focus longer than you thought possible, while on others, concentrating for even 10 minutes can feel like a challenge. Adjust your intervals accordingly. The goal isn't to adhere strictly to a timer, but to find a rhythm that allows you to work effectively and sustainably. Finally, let's consider the longer break that comes after completing 4 Pomodoro cycles. Traditionally, this break lasts about 15 to 30 minutes. For us, this is an excellent opportunity to engage in something significantly different from our study material. Perhaps it's a good time for a longer walk, a snack, or a brief meditation session. This longer break serves as a reward, a breath of fresh air that keeps motivation high and prevents the feeling of being trapped in an endless cycle of study. In essence, the Pomodoro technique isn't a one-size-fits-all solution, especially for ADHD brains. By adjusting the lengths of work periods and breaks, choosing rejuvenating break activities, and maintaining flexibility, this technique can become a powerful tool in your study arsenal. Remember, the goal is effective, not exhaustive study. Tailor this technique to your needs and watch your productivity soar. Continuing with the expanded approach for the remaining sections, let's delve deeper into gamifying study sessions, leveraging mind maps, mastering active learning, and wisely utilizing technology. Each section will provide more detailed insights and practical tips tailored for individuals with ADHD. Imagine transforming your study routine into an adventure where each page turned, each concept mastered, and each chapter completed brings you closer to a treasure. This is the essence of gamification, applying game design elements in non-game contexts, like studying, to make the process more engaging and rewarding. For those of us with ADHD who thrive on stimulation and rewards, gamifying study sessions can be a game changer. Start by setting clear, achievable goals. These are your missions. Each mission could be a set number of pages to read, a chapter to summarize, or a set of problems to solve. The key is specificity and measurability. Next, introduce rewards. These should be immediate and enticing. Finished a difficult chapter? Reward yourself with a favorite snack, a short video, or a few minutes of a beloved video game. These rewards act as positive reinforcement, making it more likely you'll want to repeat the study behavior. Create a progression system. Just like in video games where you level up, your study routine should allow for progression. Start with easier tasks to build confidence, gradually increasing the difficulty as you improve. Each level up could come with larger rewards, mirroring the increased effort and skill required. Incorporate elements of competition, either with yourself or others. Challenge yourself to beat your previous score on a practice test or compete with friends to see who can complete a set of study tasks first. Competition can provide that extra push needed to stay focused and motivated. Finally, track your progress visually. Use charts, graphs, or even a simple checklist on your wall. Seeing the physical representation of your progress can be incredibly motivating, providing a constant reminder of how far you've come and what's left to achieve. Gamification taps into our innate desire for play, competition, and achievement. By transforming study tasks into a series of games, we can keep our ADHD brains engaged, turning what might have been a mundane task into an exciting challenge. Mind maps are not just tools for organization, they are windows into the way our brains naturally organize and connect information. For the ADHD mind, which often operates in a nonlinear associative manner, mind maps can be particularly powerful. They allow us to visualize relationships between concepts, making information more digestible and memorable. Begin by choosing a central concept or topic and place it in the center of your page. From there, draw branches out to subtopics or related ideas, and then further branches to more specific details or examples. The hierarchical structure of mind maps mirrors the way our brains categorize and store information, making recall easier. Use colors, symbols, and images liberally. These visual elements engage different parts of the brain, enhancing creativity and memory. For instance, color-coding different branches can help differentiate between topics or signify importance, while symbols or doodles can make abstract concepts more tangible. Mind maps are particularly useful for brainstorming, planning essays, revising for exams, and summarizing complex topics. They encourage active engagement with the material as opposed to passive reading or rote memorization, which can be especially challenging for those of us with ADHD. Experiment with digital mind mapping tools, which offer flexibility and the ability to rearrange ideas easily. Many of these tools also include features like collaboration, allowing you to work on mind maps with peers or mentors. In essence, mind maps leverage our natural inclinations towards visual thinking and association, transforming the studying process into a more creative, engaging, and effective experience. Active learning is the antithesis of passive absorption. It's about engaging directly with the material, making it a two-way interaction. For ADHD learners, this engagement is crucial. It helps maintain focus, enhances comprehension, and aids in retention. Active learning can take many forms, from discussing the material with others to applying concepts in practical scenarios. One powerful method of active learning is the Feynman technique, named after the renowned physicist Richard Feynman. It involves learning by teaching. Choose a concept you're studying and try to explain it in simple terms, as if you were teaching it to someone completely unfamiliar with the topic. This process forces you to break down the concept, identify gaps in your understanding, and clarify your thoughts. Another aspect of active learning is questioning. As you study, constantly ask yourself questions about the material. Why is this important? How does this relate to what I already know? What if the conditions were different? This habit of questioning not only deepens understanding, but also keeps the mind actively engaged. Turning study sessions into explorations rather than chores. Practical application is yet another facet of active learning. Whenever possible, apply what you're learning in real-world scenarios. Studying physics? Conduct simple experiments at home. Learning a new language? Try writing a diary entry in that language. The act of applying knowledge cements it in your memory and provides context, making the learning process more meaningful and enjoyable. Active learning transforms studying from a solitary activity into an interactive process, keeping the ADHD mind engaged and making learning more effective and enjoyable. In an era where digital distractions are just a click away, using technology wisely is paramount, especially for those of us with ADHD. However, when harnessed correctly, technology can be a formidable ally in our study endeavors. Start with task management apps designed with ADHD in mind. These apps often include features like customizable reminders, visual task trackers, and the ability to break tasks into smaller, manageable steps. They can help keep you organized and on track, reducing the overwhelm that often accompanies large projects or study loads. Distraction blocking apps are another essential tool in the ADHD toolkit. These apps can block access to distracting websites or apps for specified periods, allowing you to focus on studying without the constant temptation to drift away to social media or other online distractions. Digital flashcards, especially those utilizing spaced repetition, can be particularly effective for memorization. Spaced repetition leverages the psychological spacing effect, presenting information at increasing intervals to improve long-term memory retention. This method is especially beneficial for ADHD learners as it keeps review sessions short, engaging, and effective. Finally, consider using digital platforms for collaborative learning. These platforms can connect you with study groups, tutors, or peers, providing social interaction and accountability, which can be incredibly motivating. By choosing the right technological tools and using them strategically, we can turn potential distractions into powerful aids in our quest to study more effectively and efficiently. As we draw our exploration to a close, it's clear that the journey to mastering effective study habits with ADHD is not just about overcoming obstacles, it's about transforming our approach to learning, leveraging our unique strengths, and redefining what productivity means for us. Through the depths we've delved into today, from creating an ADHD-friendly study environment and reimagining the Pomodoro technique to the thrill of gamifying our study sessions, the visual symphony of mind maps, and the dynamic engagement of active learning, we've uncovered a treasure trove of strategies designed not just for coping, but for thriving. The beauty of these strategies lies in their adaptability. They offer a starting point, a set of principles that can be tailored to fit the intricate patterns of your ADHD brain. Whether it's finding the perfect rhythm with customized Pomodoro intervals, turning study tasks into a game that excites and motivates, visualizing knowledge in vibrant mind maps, or engaging deeply with material through active learning techniques. The key is personalization. It's about creating a study method that resonates with you, one that makes learning not just effective, but enjoyable. As you embark on this journey, remember, experimentation is your ally. Each brain is unique, and what works for one individual might not work for another. Embrace the process of discovering what strategies best suit your learning style, and don't be afraid to adjust as you go. Celebrate your successes, learn from the challenges, and keep pushing the boundaries of what you thought was possible. And most importantly, remember that you're not alone in this journey. Our community here at ADHD Focus and Motivation is a testament to the incredible potential that lies within each of us when we harness our ADHD, not as a limitation, but as a source of strength, creativity, and resilience. So share your experiences, tips, and triumphs. Together, we can create a space where ADHD is not just understood, but embraced and celebrated. Thank you for joining me today. If these expanded insights have sparked new ideas, inspired you to try new strategies, or simply offered comfort in knowing there are tailored approaches to studying with ADHD, please like, share, and subscribe. Your engagement helps us reach and support more individuals on this journey, spreading knowledge, motivation, and hope. Until next time, keep exploring, keep learning, and remember, your ADHD is not just a part of you. It's a perspective that can unlock extraordinary potential. Here's to turning challenges into opportunities and dreams into achievements. Together, let's continue to redefine the narrative around ADHD and study success. Stay well!